Hi everyone, welcome to today's live. I'm so excited because we're having a guest on today. So on our live today is going to be Amy from House of Colours-Ankeny, who's an image consultant. So we're just going to wait for her to pop on. Can't wait to chat with her more. So I want to know below, let us know if you know what House of Color is. So just drop below if you know what it is. So it looks like she's here. Amy, I just need you to ask to join. There we go. Always just takes a bit. So drop below if you know what House of Color is.
Wow, it worked.
Amy?
That's awesome. Hi.
Hi. So I was just telling the viewers to drop below if they know what House of Color is.
Gotcha.
Because, maybe someone doesn't know what it is, and we want to see how many people know what House of Color is. So
Yeah.
just drop below, yes or no. Do you know what House of Color is? And Amy, before I introduce you, I'm just going to do a quick bio on myself, and then I'll throw it over to you so you can introduce yourself and maybe tell us a little bit about what House of Color is before we kind
Sounds
of
good.
start in.
Sounds good.
Awesome. All right, for those of you that are not my followers, welcome. My name is Lisa Holton. I'm a certified personal trainer, nutrition coach, and faster way to fat loss coach. So my whole thing is I help women, especially women over 40, really feel their best, reduce that belly fat without strict dieting and over exercising. Okay, so we do that in a variety of ways, but really in strategic ways that can help you focus on your health and just live a better life longer. So that's me. I'm going to throw it over to Amy because I'm so excited to hear about her and what House of Color is, for those of you that don't know. And then we're going to talk more about dressing for confidence. So Amy, introduce yourself and then tell us a little bit about what House of Color is.
Sure. So I'm Amy Savage. I'm actually from Iowa. I'm from Urbandale, Iowa. Grew up here. My studio is in Ankeny, and I got my colors done in 2019. It was a gift that I had received from my mother-in-law, and I wasn't really sure that I wanted it because when I heard that I was going to be told what colors to wear, I was like, I don't think I need that. I don't think anybody needs to tell me that. I should know what that is because I have an art degree from Iowa State. I painted, I've done lots of drawing. I've spent hours and hours and hours studying color. And also I love craft. I have my major was craft design. So I did pottery, I did wood design, I did metal smithing, I did printing, I did screen printing, I did fiber sculptures. I mean, like all the creative things. So I'm thinking like, I don't need to know that information, but turns out I didn't know. You don't know what you don't know. And as I started kind of looking into what House of Color was, I learned that it has a lot to do with what you were naturally born with, your natural hair color is, we say best for you, and all of that. And so when I started learning about that, I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know, there's some things I don't know. Okay. So I became a House of Color consultant about 6 months after, well, it was a little bit longer than that, about 8 months after I had my own colors done. Right in the midst of the pandemic, started a business, and I've been seeing clients ever since September of 2020. So almost, well, we're coming up on 4 years now. I've had, I don't know, probably about 3,000 clients, color and style clients combined. And it's fascinating to me. Color is like such a part of our lives that I think we don't even realize the impact that it has. But when I sit and talk with people about color, it's like everybody has an opinion about it. Everybody feels very strongly about color. And so we need to understand the phenomenon of color and how it relates to us personally and how it can really like make your life even, I think it streamlines a lot of things for you, and we can get into that, but it just really can be life-changing. Just like the service you provide, it really can be life-changing to understand what colors look best on you and why you like certain colors and why certain colors don't work for you and all that.
I agree. Let's talk a little bit about the streamlining because I think that has a lot to do with confidence and how you feel when you're getting dressed
Yep.
or in what you're
Yep.
wearing. So when you talk about streamlining or it makes it easier for you to pick out your clothes, can you just elaborate a little bit on that?
Yes. So with House of Color, with our process, we're basically narrowing down like the millions of colors in the world to 25% of the colors. We're saying you are going to fit into 1/4 of all the colors in the world. There's the ones that are going to look best on you. So I'm not saying you can only wear a certain number of colors, but a certain types of colors are going to be best on you. And when all the colors in your closet harmonize with each other or go together, because they all share similar qualities with each other and with you, it just like every time you put a color on, you're like, wow, I look amazing in this. And wow, the colors look amazing together. So it's a really neat system of understanding and organizing your closet and your life by colors that like really bring you out, as opposed to the clothing being the thing. It's like you're going to be more important, right? Because you're looking amazing in the color that you're wearing. So essentially you create, I don't have just one capsule wardrobe. I have like 5 capsule wardrobes because I have one for every single segment of my life. I have my workout clothes. That's my own capsule. They all go together. I have my travel wardrobe. Everything goes together. I have my work wardrobe, my at-home, wardrobe as well. So all of those little kind of capsule wardrobes, it makes my life so much easier because I know if I'm going on a trip, I'm packing these things. If I go on vacation, I'm packing these things, and everything mixes and matches with each other.
Yeah, and it also makes you feel better because
Yep.
when you're wearing a color that looks good
Yep.
on you,
Yep.
you feel better. And when you feel better, you have more
That's
confidence. It
right.
shows, so then you can show up, as your best self at, at work or at home
Right.
or to your workout, whatever it
That's
might be.
right. I believe that people will their workout will go better when they're wearing colors that they feel good in than if they're wearing like an old t-shirt from high school that they just, and then they also go to bed in that t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's like, no, 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 no. Like honor yourself in all those areas of your life because that's an important part of who you are in your life. Um, and the compliments. It's like I've never had so many compliments on my eye color in my whole life. Like maybe when I was younger, people would be like, wow, your eyes are so blue. But I hadn't heard that for a long time. Also, my own husband, like every day I get dressed, he's like, oh my gosh, he's like, now that's my favorite color on you. No, now that's my favorite. Like I've gotten so many more compliments from him, which is like, yes, I know our husbands are very visual and they like to look at us, but like, definitely I hear more from him than in the last few years since getting my colors done.
Yeah, and then that makes you feel good. So when someone
Yes,
compliments you, it makes you feel
absolutely.
good. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And that's a key thing that I want people to listen and look for when they learn their color and their style is like, you should be getting compliments, right? And you
Hmm.
should be feeling that. Like it's those good vibes are coming toward you and the messages that people are sending, the message you're sending is coming back to you and you're hearing the things that you're trying to implement in your look, your everyday look. Yeah.
Right. And when you get your colors done, like you said, it doesn't mean you can't ever wear any of those other colors. It's just like, here's guidelines. This is what's going to like look and work the best on
Yeah.
you. If you feel like you want to throw on, whatever, that burnt orange color, I mean, fine. But
Yep.
it's kind of the same thing. Like when I tell my clients, they're like, oh, low rise pants just don't fit me anymore. I'm like, but maybe it's not you. Maybe it's the pants. Like maybe you
Exactly.
shouldn't be wearing
That's right.
low rise pants.
That's right.
Like all the
Exactly.
fits and styles aren't for every body. So you do have to find the style that works best for you, which I know you can
Yep.
help with that as well.
Yes. Yeah, we teach people to understand the shapes within their body. We're all made up of like geometric shapes. We don't use the fruit system. We're using the lines in your body. And really, if you think about like whatever lines you have, let's say curved lines, sharp lines, if you recreate that or show those lines in the clothing lines, then it's in harmony, right? You're matching the line. So if you have like a very let's say an angular face, then we would say like a more angular neckline is going to complement that, right? Or highlight that. feature on your body. So we want to repeat the shapes in your body, in your clothing lines, in your patterns. And then the same thing, we want to repeat the colors that you are made up of in your clothing. Then it's like, it's just meant to be, like they just go together. So yeah, the color and the style together really, like, it gives you like these words. And I would say color, and I would call it color and style literacy, because we're really creating a language around how to get dressed, to know your style, to know your colors. And like we're giving you this new language, I would say, that now when you walk into a store, you're going to look at things in a whole new light. You're going to be like, okay, it's not like we're keeping you from wearing the colors that are out there, but it narrows that. So you're like, this is what's best on me, because this is what compliments me. And then, like I said, you're going to get more compliments because of the harmony that you create. I think of it almost like music. Like music has harmony, color has harmony. There's things like the low-rise jeans. If it throws off the proportions in your body, then it doesn't go with you as well as maybe something else that might balance your body better. So we teach that in our style analysis.
Yeah, I love that, because I also tell my clients to stop worrying about the dress size, because like I
Absolutely.
have so many jeans. They're all different fits. So obviously I need to go and see you. They're all different fits, but they're all different sizes though too. Like I have everything from a size 0 to a size 8 in my closet, and they all fit me right now.
Yep.
So like you can't tell me that like a size 0 is the same as a size 8, right? Like technically it shouldn't be the same.
Nope.
But women's clothing is so much mindset, I think, that when people look at the tag, they either get discouraged or they get super excited. And I understand that. But also, you're not the number on the tag, just like
That's
you're
right.
not the number on the scale,
That's
right?
right.
You need to learn to be healthy and happy with yourself, and learning to dress for your body right now, how you
Yep.
are now, helps
Absolutely.
you be healthier and happier. We don't want to wait until we've lost 20 pounds to
Right.
dress for our body or learn what clothes to wear for us. That's just like hinders you right now. Just like you don't want to lose 20 pounds before you can start working out.
Yes.
We want to learn, how to be happy with ourselves now, because that will help us just in the future.
Oh, I think that is like the huge thing. And backing up a little bit, there's the reality is that our American system of sizing is broken. I mean, the way that sizing was arranged, like when they first started making ready-to-wear clothes that were in stores, it was like all over the place. There was no standard. It was like it was just all over the place, and stuff wouldn't fit because people would either have clothes made for themselves or they would make clothes themselves. So when you had the introduction of fabrics that could be mass produced and all the processes that how you industrialize everything, I mean, it's awesome, but their sizing was really, really off. And then eventually they developed vanity sizing, where everything is like you go to one store and you're one size, you go to another store and you're another size, and there's no federal regulations on how sizing should be done. So funny thing, men's clothing is like it's a waistband, it's an inseam, it's a neck measurement, it's an arm measurement. Everything is like so much simpler, but because they're appealing to our emotions, right? They are like, well, I'm a 2 over there at that store, so I'm going to shop there because I'm a 8 over here at this store. And so we it gets in our head big time, and I think it's really a hard thing to break ourselves from. I don't know if we ever really truly can, because of how ingrained it is in our culture to be a small size is like a good thing. I wish we could break it, but it's hard. It's a hard thing to do. But I agree with you that like we're gonna have multiple sizes. We do tell people that like when you buy a pair of jeans, imagine if you could go 5 pounds up or down in that pair of jeans, right? Because then you're going to allow for fluctuation, which our bodies are constantly changing. That's how God made everything. Everything changes. The seasons change, temperature changes. We are also part of nature, and we also change. So we have to be kind to ourselves. That like I'm going to change. I'm going to gain a little bit of weight. I'm going to lose it. And we're going to fluctuate. So, and like you said, it's like you have to honor where you are right now. So yeah, people will say, I'm going to hold off on doing my style class because I need to lose 10 pounds or whatever. And it's like, no, you need it now more than ever, because you need to learn how to dress your body 10 pounds heavier, as you know, or 20 pounds heavier. And it's always going to be those tools you will always be able to use, because you're understanding the shape of your body architecture. So we're looking at the bone structure and how your bone structure is laid out, not really the flesh on the bone structure. So most things will never change. That's what I'll say about that, is like, you will still use the same tools. And why would you not want to know how to dress your body and balance everything when you're heavier? You know, because like, that's what you really want to pay an expert to help you do, is let's make us look best wherever we are right now. So that's a really good point.
Yeah. And talking about the weight fluctuations, yes, it depends on the season of life we're in, our age, and is it fat or is it that you're bloated? You know, I just did an email. I just did an email on that because I get, with the holiday weekend coming up, I get so many questions on, you know, why do I feel fluffier after a holiday weekend? How come I feel more fluffy after I had some cocktails? And it's like, it's bloat. It's not visceral fat. So there is a difference between bloating and visceral fat, but yes, it can kind of feel the same in the clothing. So knowing, you know, what looks good on you can kind of help you then on Tuesday when you come off of that holiday weekend and you know you're going to be bloated because you ate a lot of sugar, ate a lot of processed foods, you had one too many cocktails. You know, I can reach for this outfit. It looks good on me. The colors are good on me. So even though I might not feel my best, I can still look my best and feel a little bit more confident in wearing those colors and that style for me.
Absolutely. No, I mean, that should be the goal. And that would be the key of what I'm trying to help my clients do. One of the kind of founders of the understanding of how we need a language for style, her name's Harriet McJimsey, and she writes about in her book about clothing selection that, like, the whole purpose is that when we get ready in the morning, we get ready for our day, we get ready to do whatever it is we want to do, we need to think about it and process it at that time. And then when we when we head out the door, we don't have to think about or process our outfit anymore the rest of the day. Like, it's good. I'm confident. I'm walking out the door and I'm not going to mess with my outfit. I'm not going to think about it, because I'm going to go out and do the things that I need to do and help the people I need to help, do my job and do it well, and never have to think about the outfit. So it's like, we're going to free our mind of all of those worries because we're taking care of it on the back end, right? I've got everything in my closet that works for me, 5 pounds up, 5 pounds down. I have my nutrition, you know, I'm working toward a goal of creating a healthier lifestyle for myself, and it's all kind of wrapped up together, you know. But you do have to start with yourself, and then you can go out and affect the change that you want for other people.
Yeah, and it does help take some of that decision away, especially in the morning. You know, I think by the end of our day, we have like decision fatigue, right? And some people, let's be real, aren't great at making decisions. I will say people in the Midwest are more like this, it seems like, than the people on the coasts. So
isn't that's funny? Yeah. That's a funny thing to think about. I have some. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. I'll tell you what I think about that.
Okay. Yes. So if you have your colors done and your styles done, you know what looks great on you. Yes. And like you said, you have like these capsules kind of in your wardrobe. Then you don't have to think in the morning, well, what am I going to wear? And you're looking at 20 different pairs of jeans. You only have, you know, now X number of jeans, maybe 5, you know, jeans or 3 jeans that, you know, fit you, and you know what tops to wear with them, and you just have to put it on. I mean, the most successful people in the world wear the same shirt over and over again. This is why Mark Zuckerberg just continues to wear the same like hoodie in 5 different colors. I mean, it literally is why. It's not that he's lazy. It's that he doesn't have to make a decision. It's just he knows what works for him. Whether it works for him or not, that's just what he's wearing, though.
Yes.
I mean, he doesn't have to make that decision. So, you know, if you want to take one less thing off your plate, this is kind of how you can do that as well.
Yeah. I have seen some sort of a post about like Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg, how they like seriously wear the same thing. And it's kind of like they've created this persona or this uniform. And so they're very recognizable.
Yeah.
And so I agree that I think it's very helpful if you create, like, if you know what your persona or what your vibe is that you want, you can create sort of a uniform for yourself that people identify, that's you, they know that that's you. And it's not just random, but it's like, it feels authentic to you personally. And you know kind of how you want to show up and what the message is that you want people to see. So it is interesting because, like, especially those guys who have so much money, it's like they could be fully decked out in a three-piece suit with like bling all over, and you know what I mean? Like, but they look very simple.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like that's kind of what they're communicating is like, this is like basic, we're just basic, simple people like you know, like that's what they're communicating.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's very recognizable. So that I agree. I actually have a lot of jeans. And what I do is I regularly go through and I make sure they all fit me.
That's a good
And
idea.
if they fit me, they feel good, I keep them in there. And I do feel like if I had one style tip, it's like your pants need to fit. Like the
Mm-hmm.
pants are like the key to your whole outfit looking good. It's the pants. And you can do any style of jeans. I know that certain jeans come in and out of style, but really you can if you know how to style your body, you know your body proportions, then you really can make any of those things work really well for you in your closet. So I wouldn't get rid of things. I would put things aside and say, if it doesn't fit right now, I'm going to put it away. I'm going to get it out of my closet because it's not serving me right now and it's just taking up space. So that's like another little trick that I think is important.
Yeah, I'm so glad you said that, because as you were talking about jeans, I was just going to ask you, so what do we do? Like right now, we kind of flipped the pendulum. I feel like we went from the skinny jeans, all of a sudden now everything is like flare and huge and high-waisted and all the things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad you touched on that, is that you can wear the style any style, as long as you know how to style it for your body,
Uh-huh.
which I think is key. Like personally myself, I don't love flare jeans because I'm short. I'm very short. I'm petite. So I feel like it overwhelms me. I also don't love a lot of high-waisted things. I just feel like maternity wear. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
feel like. Because when I
Mm-hmm.
was pregnant 20 years ago, everything was, up
Oh
over the belly.
yeah,
So that's
absolutely.
kind of how I feel when I put stuff like that on, is I'm like,
Yep.
oh, it makes me feel like maternity wear.
Yep.
So you can still wear, if you like love your slimmer leg jeans, if you know how to style them for your body, it's still okay to wear them then.
I mean, absolutely. It's just the fashion industry again. Not only do they give us vanity sizing, but they change the silhouettes because they want it to look fresh and modern. Well, it's not
It's not
new. They're
new.
bringing back everything from the
Yeah.
90s. So
I
it's
bet.
not new, but it feels fresh. Like it feels new. And they have to
Yeah.
make money. Like they have to make money. That's why they put certain colors out there annually. Like they're always changing what colors are out in the stores. And then the cuts of jeans. I know jeans are probably like, I don't even know, billions of dollar industry. Um, so yeah, I think you can style anything. I would just, if you feel like, okay, I feel like skinny jeans are out, I wouldn't get rid of them. It's a classic pair of
Mhm.
jeans that it really you can wear your whole life. So as long as they're fitting and you feel comfortable in them, I think you should still wear them. The thing is like what's going to happen is knee boots are going to come back in style. And that's what do you wear with those? A
Mhm.
flare leg? No, you
No.
wear a skinny jean with that. So you can't get rid of them. Like there's no reason to get rid of them. I consider skinny jeans like a classic pair of pants that everybody can wear. So
Okay, good.
you not
Woo!
liking high-rise jeans might be because of your body proportions. We look at that, we kind of look at the four quadrants of your body. And so we're not taking size measurements, we're taking proportions, okay? And so we have four different quadrants of our body. And based on those, we're going to give you recommendations on what is your best rise of jean. And some people love a high-rise jean, but it doesn't work for their body proportions. And so then we're like, well, then don't tuck your shirt in, right?
Okay.
Because we don't want to throw off your body proportions. So I have little tips and tricks for like, if you do love a high-rise jean because you feel like you need that support in the abdomen area, especially like for women that have had C-sections. I've had 3 C-sections, and I just feel like I need that extra support from a more supportive gene. So I think about that when I buy a pair of jeans. Like, I don't want one that's super loose or stretches out, because I'm going to feel like it's falling off of me by the end of the day. So we do talk about that. And then for you with the flare leg jeans, because you're short, you could do like a cropped flare instead, so and so I basically look at jeans for me, because I'm 5'2.5", I buy petite length jeans.
Yeah.
And there's also really great stores out there like Mainstream Boutique, Blonde Genius. Like, they will either alter jeans for you or they'll cut them for you. If it's just like a raw hem, they'll just cut it for you at the spot. And they're like really well trained at where your jeans should end. So I've had both of those experiences. So I've had jeans tailored, or I've had jeans cut to fit me properly.
Yeah, I love that. I think a lot of people get hung up thinking, like you said, the ready-to-wear fashion, like, oh, I'm just going to go to Target or J. Crew or, wherever you might shop, Nordstrom's, to get a pair of jeans, and like they should just fit. And that doesn't really happen. So being open to the fact of maybe having to tailor your jeans a little bit and paying money to do that, but then knowing that those jeans will look amazing on you, right. The fit will be amazing, and you will feel better. That will just elevate everything, not only your style, but your confidence, how you feel about yourself. I mean, just elevates everything.
Yes, I have a book that was written by a lady who does, she works on different like movie sets or TV sets, like talk show sets. And she wrote a whole book about like all her tips and her hacks and things like that. So she basically is in charge of finding all the clothing for all the actors, the actresses, or whatever, or solving emergencies, like somebody goes and gives somebody a hug and gets, lipstick all over their shirt. They're going to be back on the air in like 5 seconds. She's got to have like special cleaners and things that will get that out. So she tells all these little stories and like these tips and tricks, and has like, I can't remember the name of the book, but you can try to Google it. But basically she's like, it's like tips from like a costume designer. But she was talking about how we look at people on TV and we're like, wow, they just look so amazing. And she's like, every piece of their clothing is tailored. Everything. They have on-set tailors. So they put this piece of clothing on somebody. It doesn't look right. It looked right a few days ago. Doesn't look right today. They go and take it to the tailor, and they go take it in exactly so it fits them perfectly. So it's not an accident. And it's not because their bodies are perfect that they look so good. It's because they have stylists that are so well trained. They have tailors on set. They got makeup artists on set. They got hairstylists on set. It's like, that's why they look so good, because they have all these things. So that's what we kind of bring, is like, we're trying to bring you confidence by understanding this language of color and style for yourself, so you can become your own stylist, or you can hire us to help be your stylist. It's like we've made it so that really everyday people, not just, people in Hollywood, can have help to get dressed. I know there's things like Stitch Fix, and you input all that information, and they got algorithms, and they help you with that as well. I don't think that's bad. I think Stitch Fix can be a little bit cookie cutter, and it can be like, it's not tailored just for your personality. And then you end up wearing the same thing that everybody else in your school is wearing, everyone else in your office is wearing. And like, when I look at Stitch Fix stuff, I mean, it's fine, but I know it's from Stitch Fix. I'm like, you got that from Stitch Fix, didn't you? And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, like, you might want a little bit more tailored just for you. So we can help you find those things that are like just for you, is what I would say. Or would give you tools to start trying to discover really what brands and what things fit you best.
Yeah, I love that. So Amy, where can people find you if they want to learn more about getting their colors done, style, and all that?
Yes. So I am on Instagram. What am I? HOC Ankeny Amy. You can also go to www, let me make sure I have this right, houseofcolor.com, and you can look through and find my profile there, and I have my own like kind of mini website, and so then you can find my schedule on there through the House of Color website. Yeah, you can message me directly through Instagram too, and I can set you up and help you get an appointment. I get lots of messages through there and through my Facebook business page as well.
Awesome. Great. Well, if you guys have any questions for Amy or myself, just drop them below. But I also want to know, I want to like do a poll. Who loves the high rise pants? So drop below like yes or no. If you love the high rise, I'm a no,
You're
obviously. Amy's a
no.
yes. So we're split now. So let us know. Are you a lover of the high rise or not? We want to know. And then if you have any questions, reach out to us in the DMs or on Amy's website so we can help you out. And thank you so much for being here. I hope this helped you guys out, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Lisa.
Bye.
Have a great day.